Hi guys, it's Justine, and today's video is going to be my July favorites and updates and just chit-chatty monthly chit-chat video. If you hear noise in the background, as with every video, it's because I have a little baby playing on the floor with her toys next to me. First off, I slept in my makeup last night. I slept in fake eyelashes last night. All I did before this video was throw on some lipstick real quick. But other than that, that is why my makeup looks really cakey, because I've been going about my day in yesterday's makeup, which I haven't done in a long time. I've been pretty good at skincare lately. So anyways, now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and start the favorites. So first favorite is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I have had this for a really long time. I use it very seldomly because I just love it so much, and it is a little bit pricey, but this works so well as a primer, and it's just so easy to use. All you do is spray it on your face and then boom, you're done. And ColourPop actually recently just came out with a bunch of primer sprays. They have primer and setting sprays that are like crystal themed, and I want to get my hands on those so bad. They're only $6 and they've been sold out pretty much since they've came out, and I am just patiently waiting for those to come out because I really want to try those out rather than repurchasing this. But I really need a new primer spray because they're so easy to use. Next favorite is this Nuxie Paris. It's a Huile blah 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 blah. It's a dry oil. It says for face, body, and hair. I got this in a BeautyCon box, and downside to this is it smells kind of like old lady perfume. Upside is it just makes your face glow. Every time I put foundation on, I will just put a tiny bit, mix a tiny bit in with my foundation before I put it on my face, and it just makes my foundation blend so much easier. It makes my skin glow, and I have been loving this. I just wish it didn't smell so bad. It's just such a light oil, probably because it is a dry oil. But I need to start using, trying out other dry oils. I'm pretty sure this is the first one I've used, but I love it. Next thing I actually kind of shat on in my last video, which was my Ipsy unbagging. It is this NYX Whipped Lip Color, and this was in Pink Cloud. It looks like this, and in my last video when I swatched it on my hand, I said it was a pretty color, but it looked kind of streaky. This is not streaky at all. Like, when you put it on your lips, it does not streak at all. It is so comfortable on your lips. It's not very long lasting because it is more of like a very creamy lipstick, but it is so easy to layer, which is a complete like 180 from what I said the last video when I said it was streaky. But like, this is, I'm wearing it today. It's so easy to layer. You can put a tiny bit on, it goes on nice and smooth, or you can just keep layering it and get a more like full like lipstick coverage effect, if that makes sense. But I love this, and I don't usually like the way that pink lips look on me. I think they kind of flesh my face out a bit, but I really love the way that this particular shade, oh yeah, the baby agrees. I like the way that this particular shade looks on my lips, and like I said, this is in Pink Cloud. And while we are on lip products, I have been loving this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. This is my first time trying their Ultra Satin Lip. I've tried so many different ColourPop matte lipsticks and just their lippy sticks before, but this Ultra Satin Lip is so comfortable on your lips, and it is long lasting. I wore it a couple of videos ago, whatever my last video was where I has, oh no, it was my my HelloFresh review. I wore it in my HelloFresh review. It is just, it's so comfortable, because a lot of times matte lipsticks dry your lips out so much. This does, since it is satin, it does transfer, but it lasts longer than a typical cream lipstick would. And so I actually went ahead and ordered this in a nude color because I liked it that much, and nude is something that I wear more like day to day. But the formula for these are amazing. They could easily become one of my favorite like lipstick formula. If you're curious, my like current favorite lipstick formula are the Too Faced melted lipsticks, the original ones, not the matte ones. She's got opinions about it because those are also very creamy and comfortable on your lips, but they do transfer a lot. These transfer less than those do, but of course they are not like a perfect matte stay all day lipstick, but they do last longer than your normal lipstick. Okay, next is something that I have had for a long time. It is this Artist Couture highlight. It is in Illuminati Diamond Glow Powder. I love this highlight. I forget which subscription box I got it in, but I saw an Instagram video of someone using this and I said, hey, I have a highlight in that exact same brand that I haven't used in a long time. And as soon as I pulled it out and started using it again, I was just obsessed. This is the only highlight I have used in pretty much the entire month of July. So here it is when you first put it on and then you rub it in. My favorite thing to do, especially for the cheekbones, which my highlight is left over from yesterday, is to put a little bit of that on the brush and then spray the brush with some setting spray and put it on, so you just really get that blinding effect on your cheekbones. But yeah, that's my favorite highlight. I'm so obsessed. I looked at their website just to see what other colors and stuff they have, and they are a little bit pricey. I forget the exact price, but I know that it's something that it's definitely a bit of a splurge for just a tiny little container. I'll put the price on the screen somewhere, but I love it. Next is something a little different. It is this Loctite super glue, and it's a gel super glue, and I have been using this for my press-on nails. I'm sure a lot of people who use press-on nails regularly know this, but the glue that comes with your fake nails, all it is super glue. It's just a liquid super glue. I will sometimes pick up super glue at the store instead of nail glue because it tends to be cheaper. And when I was doing that, I saw this, picked it up. It ended up being a gel glue, which I didn't realize when I purchased it. I was a little hesitant to use it to glue my nails on, because I was afraid that like maybe if my nail broke, it was gonna break off my real nail or something, because it is heavier duty. But since it is heavier duty, my nails have been lasting so long without breaking off. They will go for about a week straight before any of them start falling off. So if you want your fake nails to stay on a long time, I definitely recommend this. Like I said, it's Loctite Gel Control Super Glue, and I am so obsessed. I will definitely be repurchasing this to glue on my fake nails. And also, it didn't cause my nails to break or anything, because that, like I said, that was a fear of mine since it is heavier duty. None of my nails, like my actual real like natural nails, broke or anything. So I highly recommend this, and here's just a little close-up so you can get a better idea of the packaging. Now, one thing that I have not been loving this month, and this is my first time really talking about a product that I dislike in my monthly favorites video, but this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus. And when I purchased this, it came with a face wash. The face wash is perfectly fine, but I cannot stand this lotion. When you put it on your skin and rub it in, it feels like you're trying to rub in a soap. There is a lot of like residue on your face that you just can't seem to rub in, and it feels gross. So this is one product that I have not been liking this month. And now, as updates go, I don't really have a ton of stuff to like chit chat about, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what is in my Z palette, which I will count, I guess, as a favorite. But I recently got this Z palette this month. I got it off Amazon, which was $18, and I feel like that's a bit pricey for it's just a magnetic palette. I guess I could have just DIY'd it for cheaper, but I was just so sick of having all these singles, and I actually have a lot of singles eyeshadows, and I'm just not sure if I should like pot them and put them in here or not. I did pot a few single eyeshadows. Pretty much all of the single eyeshadows that I never ever reach for, I potted them, or if the packaging was bad, I potted them and put them in here. I have other single eyeshadows that I could put in here, but I also tend to reach for them as they're more of like my favorite eyeshadows, I guess. And I'm just really not sure what to put in here, basically. So tell me what you do down below, if you pot all of your singles and put them in your Z palette, or if you only put in the ones that you don't reach for, or if you only put in the ones that have crappy packaging, or just the ones that you buy as singles. Let me know what you do. Here is what my Z palette looks like, and I'm gonna go through and just tell you what all of them are. So here we go. So this one right here is a Mary Kay bronzer. It's a very, very old bronzer that was, first of all, I think either my mom or my aunt gave it to me as like a hand-me-down. And then I've had it since pretty much high school. I actually have been using this lately because now that I actually have it in a nice palette and not the like old school Mary Kay packaging, which the old Mary Kay packaging was awful. Now that I actually have it in this palette, I have been using it a lot. Like I said, my makeup is left over from yesterday, so it's not a good indication. She just bumped the tripod. So it's not a good indication for how well it works, but I love this bronzer. I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of it, and also it's discontinued, so there's that. Next is this Ofra Highlight in Bliss. I love this highlight. I got it in Ipsy, I'm pretty sure. Just look at this. How beautiful is that? I am just obsessed. That was one that was in crappy packaging. Next I have a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is usually my go-to bronzer, but lately I've been using this one. Occasionally I mix them together. This is a Elizabeth Mott blush in Pink Peach. It is just a pretty pink. There's not actually a ton of color payoff, which is probably what I like about it, because I only like a subtle bit of blush. It's just that little pinky one. This eyeshadow right here is Ofra in Victory, and this one is NYX in Bedroom Eyes. I'll quickly swatch those. Actually, rubbing my fingers into both of these at the same time, the NYX eyeshadow is a lot creamier than the Ofra one, but look at that. They both have amazing, the Ofra is at the bottom, Victory is at the bottom, Bedroom Eyes is at the top. They both have really great color payoff, really gorgeous colors, and they are both shimmers. I'm actually surprised at how like similar they look when they're swatched, given that they feel so different. The Ofra one is a lot drier, and the Bedroom Eyes is so creamy. Next is another old ass Mary Kay. This is in Honey Glaze. It is also discontinued. I don't use this a lot because it was in, again, old school Mary Kay crappy packaging, but it's just a really nice transition and blending color for eyeshadows. It doesn't even show up. It's basically just really nice to blend because the color is so neutral. When you actually put it on your skin, like you can't even see it. I just put it on my wrist. You can't even see it. It just basically helps with blending. It could be a translucent powder for your eyeshadow basically. Next is this is the Urban Decay Afterglow. I got this in an Ipsy bag recently. And this I actually have not even swatched yet. I just threw it in here. Here's what it looks on the pinky. I don't even know where to put this now. Oh, that's really pretty. So it's not as, has kind of a bit of fallout. Compared to the Ofra highlight that I don't know if you're gonna see it, but it's right here. Compared to the Ofra highlight down here, the Ofra one is better, but it's not bad. Next is a blush and a bronzer from The Balm. They actually have really pretty packaging for their sample sizes, but I hate how tiny their blush and bronzer samples are. Like, I can't use this for a blush and bronzer, so I basically use them for eyeshadow, but I put them in here because I just don't really reach for them, since they are more so to use for a blush or a bronzer. I don't reach for those tiny things thinking that it's blush or bronzer, but now that I have them in here, I have been using them for eyeshadow a lot. And actually what I did yesterday, like I said, don't know how if you're gonna be able to tell, but you can, yeah. But yesterday I did mix them together and did an eyeshadow look with that. So, and that came out really pretty. So I have been using them for eyeshadow. I just, like, how are you supposed to use these for blush and bronzer? How are you supposed to dip a blush or bronzer or brush in them? I love The Balm, but their sample packaging is, like, the packaging is gorgeous. They package them in just a mini cardboard version of their full-size products, but the actual sizes of their samples is awful. Like, here, right here, this is a Too Faced sample of their bronzer, and obviously it's a lot smaller than the full-size Chocolate Soleil, but it's big enough to still put a bronzing brush in. So that's my little rant about the Balm Cosmetics, and that is also my Z palette. I am so messy with my eyeshadow brushes, or with my brushes in general, so you can already tell there's so much powder on here, but yeah. Also, just another like quick little thing is I did post like a picture of this onto my story, and I tagged all of the different brands that I listed, and both Z Palette and Ofra like messaged me back. They both just messaged like little hearts, but I think that's really nice when companies interact with their customers, even if it's just the smallest little thing. And like I said, it wasn't even on my Instagram like post or anything, it was just on the, I posted a picture of this on my 24-hour story, and they took the time to message back just a little heart, and so I thought that was really sweet, and it definitely gives their brand brownie points, so I thought I'd just put that in there. That is it for this monthly chit chat slash favorites video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what some of your favorite products are for the month of July down in the comments below, and that is it. Bye guys.